Should be.
Hey, no, it seems like we're just losing team members.
It's all great.
But it's all good. Me, Branch, Missy, JT, we're all here.
No doubt.
And that's all you need to know. Flat, what's going on? What's going on?
Yo, everything blessed, you know, I'm just moving and shaking, positive, you know. Let's talk about state business first. The paperwork is in.
It's official tissue.
You know, 2 weeks resignation.
So
letter was in officially.
Wait. Time out. Hold on, Flat. So you had to resonate from the
old
position,
and
giving
then,
it 2 weeks, and to go to the next position.
Yes, and go through orientation and all of that. Yeah, and I'm focused for it, and I'm ready.
Hold on. So drug testing.
Oh, all of that.
Okay, buddy.
Boy, hey.
Okay, buddy.
Good out here, baby.
Hey, I know what I'm dealing with. Flatfish, stand up.
Let's get it.
Oh my God.
All right. So at the same time, I did take a trip to Atlanta.
Oh, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I went and seen the ULL squad.
Listen, say less.
You were ready.
Say less, but yeah, talk about that.
So, you know, I went out there solely for, you know, a wedding event. It was dope. You know, my daughter's mother, you know, got married. You know, I was blessed to have an invitation.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of grown men wouldn't even be able to step foot.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you real, bro. I got
100 feet away. You know what I mean? From the joint.
Listen,
so.
I got about 3 baby moms,
right?
And I'm maybe cool with one.
Nice.
So I can't be. Listen, you're my hero. I couldn't do that.
I can understand the struggle.
Cause you know my struggle,
but
you know what I go through.
It's at the end of the game. The kids is
right.
The business, and you gotta be good partners to have a good business.
No, I agree.
I think my 20-year-old daughter, what she's doing is showing that she's a good, you know what I'm saying?
She's showing that it paid off.
Exactly.
Everything that you did, sacrifice and provide for, paid off.
Exactly. The guidance was on both ends.
Yeah, but it was a team. You,
no doubt.
May, and your ex.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying? You all got
and definitely wifey with the, you know,
right.
It's a solid support system.
Right.
As everybody needs as humans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just people that you know for years.
Right.
That in Atlanta, matter of fact, my cousins and them, they moved out there years ago. Now we all on the low movement. So when I went down there in Atlanta, I linked up with them. I linked up with my OG Bebop Low that's out there, that I know from Crown Heights, but now he's out there chilling, you know, doing what he's doing, and we all linked up and had a great time. I linked up with my boy, Brown Paper Bag Legend, Basil, my man.
Big up.
You know, I graduated from Chelsea Vocational with him.
That's
you know what I mean? And he's in the low movement.
That's a good dude.
With me, and
it's
a blessing.
Real quick, was that the dude who came down at one time?
Yes, that was the.
And then we
one of the best men at my wedding.
When we went to the Jamaica, was that Jamaica spot by your house?
Topaz.
Yeah. And we drove over there. It was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
You remember that day?
Yeah.
No AC.
Yeah.
We was like 3 Africans.
So he opened his home to me. You know what I mean? And we moved and shake. Matter of fact, wifey couldn't come with me to the wedding, and so he came with me because he know my baby moms from years back, so it was nothing to take him. And I took B-Bob because she went to Princeton back in the days with all of them. With, you know what I'm saying? You know, everybody went to Princeton. So she I just blew my eye with that one though. But it was just a good experience to be out there with all of them. Even on the plane ride, yo, it was a blessing. I seen Ra Ali. Shout out to Ra Ali. I got a flick with her waiting, you know what I'm saying, for our luggage and all of that. So I already knew the trip to the A was gonna be a blessed one. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yesterday I went to True Legends, had a rooftop party over there by the Rooftop Legends with my boy Jesse Pice.
And True Yorkers.
So the True Yorkers, oh man, what I call it, True
Rooftop Legends.
Yeah, Well,
they had part of it, but it was a true New Yorkers thing.
Yeah, but they used the exhibit
like,
of where it's at.
All I remember is like they were talking about 52 years.
Yeah,
I guess they were around.
Yeah. I mean, they've been around with writing and graffiti, and then New York is out in the elements. You know what I'm saying? For a while. So shout out Dagan, shout out Mike Sace. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jesse Pais and my real ones, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that was out there that showed love too. Peter Paul was out there, like, you know. I know most of them gentlemen right there from like grade school, so it's just an honor to be amongst them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, our guest should have been over there, but I guess he was too Hollywood.
Sure did. What's up with you, though?
Yeah. It's not Hollywood, it's Hollywood.
Okay. But last week, me and Ulysses went to the Staple Timberland release. He has like a couple of shoes and some clothes.
Right.
You know, we kicked it with him. We'll get him on the show, so we can kick it with him for a couple hours. That'd be dope.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Other than that, I just been, you know, me. I've been burning the midnight oil, as they say. Yeah, I think that's all I did. I did have to fucking, as you know, I'm not wearing my glasses, my $1,600 glasses.
What's going on?
They are actually like cutting my face, like they're going into my face.
You're getting an indentation.
Yeah, so I fucking
in your nose bone.
But they're broke.
Wow.
This shit's going wrong with them shit. So I just put them shits down. You will not see me wear those no more.
Like they say, everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, I gotta get some new ones.
No doubt.
Before we go to Miami, which is coming up, guys.
Yeah,
we will be at Art Basel. You know, we had to get the travel stuff done this week. But we got it done. A couple more things.
Matter of fact, shout out to the General Thurston. I talked to him the other day and saluted him.
He says we good?
Yeah, everything is good. He's just looking for an event. Even if he ain't having an event, he's gonna be on the scene where the scene's supposed to be, and we just gonna have a great old time.
Okay, man.
Well, as we should.
I mean, we'll have a good time anyway.
No doubt.
Because we go down there on our shit.
No doubt.
But anyway,
bags.
Other than that, I can't even think of anything else. So.
Let's get into it.
Let's just get into it. We do have a guest.
Yes.
I knew this guy for hella long time.
So do I.
We had stand-ups together. He does art. He does dance. He's just a Renaissance man. He'll tell you what he does. The one and only Savior.
What's up, brothers? What's good? What's good? It's about time.
No doubt.
Yo, me and my brother Prince to talk about it. Yo, when you come to the show,
definitely.
I'm always busy. You busy, so you know. It was time.
Because every time I see you, I'm at one of your events, and I'm always in your ear, like, yo, we got to talk about this. Like, even the guests that come up here, that's artists. I tell them about your events on Tuesdays, and you know what I'm saying? So I always be like, yo, I'm trying to send that referral out, like, yo, you gotta go to that spot. If you really on your art thing, you gotta go see Savior and get it right.
No doubt. That's what it's about.
So what's the word?
So, Savior,
what's up, brother?
Let people know exactly what you do.
Wow, jeez, man. I was dancer. But still dancing. Dancer.
Dancers, friends, do stuff like, I don't dance anymore.
Nah, I still got it. But dancing, filmmaking, and now I'm a street artist, man.
Right.
But I've always been around the arts, man,
right.
all my life. You know, I'm come from the Upper West Side, Uptown Harlem. You know, up around, my grandparents lived around Rocksteady Crew, Rocksteady Park. So the Upper West Side brothers out there, shout out to them. Shout out to Harlem. So yeah, I grew up in Harlem. But the funny thing about me, man, I was one of those cats that been around in every fucking borough. I lived in every borough, half my life uptown, Upper West Side, half my life Brooklyn, Fort Greene Park, around that area. So when Fort Greene was like fucking bad, it was bad in the 90s. And 2 buildings down, Guru was my neighbor. So we go, me and rest in peace, Guru, that's one of my brothers too. But yeah, so I'm one of those cats. I've never been in just certain circles. I was like one circle. I was in every circle, from house, from hip hop, you know, fashion change.
Always the right place
You know
at the
what I
right
mean?
time.
I used to hang out in Douglas Projects and go pick up my brother, rest in peace. His name is Tashi, aka Talim. It's another god body. So it's another issue with being a 5%er. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, without dancing, I wouldn't be who I am. And that's the first priority of my life. Dancing saved my life. Because I've been around negative shit. I've been around drug dealers. I've been around, you know, stupid shit in my life. You know, I stole. Of course, that's another issue with low lives. When I used to go to the fashion industry, one of my brother was Low. His name is Dave Low. Rest in peace, another brother of mine. He was from Utica Ave.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we used to hang up in front of White Castle.
Oh, you was up there crying?
Yeah, man. Only uptown dude. And then, who's this Puerto Rican motherfucker?
So you came down the hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been to Reading. I've been in the vans, chopping off and talking the language, talking the Mia language, and stealing shit. So, yeah, I was one of those dudes.
Right.
And my name was Ray Lowe back then. You know what I mean? Until I got my knowledge of myself and became Savior Allah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, that's part of like the way I grew up in, you know, different places and different circles. And then the club scene was actually like my home, the club scene, and going to the Village, Washington Square Park. Shout out to, you know, rest in peace, Uniques. Fun of Uniques, I used to hang there. Giving out flyers to the clubs, you know, we were in the circles, man. You know,
fam, tell them the age you was when you was Uniques and stuff.
I was
like
only like 13, 14. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But a lot of us, we was just like 15, and Save was.
I was the young, I was the younger.
Rome was under us.
So he was like the same age range as Rome.
Yeah. Cause like say Voodoo Ray, you know. He's like 5 years older than me. But I was with the older cats running around, you know what I mean? Plus he was my neighbor. We used to go to the clubs. Rest in peace, my brother.
Don't worry, we'll have our Voodoo Ray.
Yeah, of course.
We all got
a lot of Voodoo Ray stories. But yeah, you know, so that's you know, I left uptown, Upper West Side, and Douglas Projects, hanging out with my, you know, one of my best friends that passed away of diabetes. He was my dancing partner, another Puerto Rican cat, and we used to go to the Village because we wanted to get out the hood, and going to the Village was like being in peace, you know what I mean, meeting other dancers, meeting MCs, you know, meeting the culture, you know what I mean, at that time.
A lot of networking was going on.
A lot of networking, and there was no phones kind of shit, no, you know, it was all about flyers and word of mouth, you know what I mean, so. At that time, we used to practice in the projects, in Douglas Projects at his house. And mind you, I'll never forget, it's a story with my brother, because I'll never forget his mom, you know, I'm going to say his mom was a crackhead. And he used to be embarrassed to take me, you know, to his house. He'd be like, yo, run to the room. And this funny thing from the vision, going inside his house as a kid, I remember his door was like the sun shining. That was the only piece, and everything else was a black curtain with a bunch of crackheads smoking. You know what I mean? Which I didn't know what was happening at that time. She said, yo, just run in my room. And then we would just practice, man, watching Kung Fu flicks. You remember them drive-in movies we said, and Channel 5. Good old days. And we would just practice, man, and practice our ass off. We were like, yo, we about to go to the club and battle motherfuckers. So it was at that moment. So I'm gonna cut a little. I'm gonna skip shit. So I'm gonna skip shit too. So you know,
prime time.
You know, been to Red Zone. We named so many clubs, man, and fucking Hot Throbs. We can name Amlo Zitty. I can name it all, man. But the first one that really with dancing opened doors was the Muse, and that's when I met Peekaboo. Shout out to fucking Peekaboo. Love you, brother, man, because without that brother...
Shout out Messiah,
man. Without Peekaboo, man, I would not be here. And I always got to give him respect, because he was the one seeing me and my brother, honestly, only Puerto Ricans in there. And battling. Like, yo, who are these kids, man?
With mad energy.
Mad energy. Who is these people? Like, yo, you nasty.
Yeah.
And that's how I met them. I saw Rome. I used to see everybody. But we used to go religiously to the Muse and go there and practice and like we gotta get in there and get in that circle.
No doubt.
But I was like one time I was like, yo, fuck that, I'm gonna get in the circle. And that's how I got Peekaboo saw me. He's like, yo man, what's your name, man? I'm talking my name. We talking my name, and then we started hanging out. It's like, yo, you gotta come to these parties with us, and that's how Misfits came about.
True
you
indeed.
know what I mean? I became one of the
Serious
Misfits.
misfit.
Yes, one of the Misfits. But that was, you know, you got the MC Misfits, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark Quest, Rubber Band, the brothers.
Okay.
And, you know, and then you have the Dancing Misfits,
True.
which we used to roll with Peekaboo.
Right.
Mhm.
So who was the whole group for the Dancing Misfits?
Well, it's me, Peekaboo,
Mark.
Rubber Band.
Mm-hmm.
We used to call Mark the Natural.
Right.
Scanner.
Scanner.
Right, I think that was really for Jimmy, and we used to call them the Sprite Brothers.
It was,
Used to wear the,
I think it was Mark, right? They used to work in Tent and Trail.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we were there religiously, like
Right.
you know, became the Misfits, part of the Misfits. Shout out to the Misfits. Shout out to Mob Top. Shout out to IBM. Shout out to SOS. Shout out to all the groups, man.
No doubt.
You know
All
what I
the
mean?
dance crew.
Yo, so but you know, those we were the ones that all of us
Right.
started. But I was the youngin. You know what I mean? I was the youngin looking up to these brothers, man, and try to keep.
Nah, because at the same time it was like when we was on tour doing what we was doing, then Save and a lot of other cats was in the clubs
holding it down,
those
circles. Yep, correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And still giving the people what they want to see in them circles.
Mm-hmm.
Because without certain people in the era of hip hop, with them clubs, it wouldn't have been no entertainment with dancing and
Right.
where they showed it in movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Strictly Business, all Mop Tops and everybody was dancing with Halle Berry. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
that was an important time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but don't forget that was marketing and promotion for us, because a lot of us dancers in circles, we used to go to music industry party and get discovered.
no doubt.
And I'm gonna put it out there, and you could check, you know, 1993 Source magazine. I was the first Puerto Rican model with a Puerto Rican girl. African Barbada was in the cover, Grandmaster Flash, and it was weird. I was like, whoa. Her name. Shout out to Sonia and Keith Mayers. You know, they bring me in. They saw me at Russell Simmons' Christmas party. I was just wearing polo down and just dancing. And it was like, yo, I like your style. But I was wearing the classic ones. I had this wool coat, green coat with the plaid hat, with a polo plaid hat, like a old man's plaid.
Yeah, Save always kept it smooth.
And then I was just getting in the circle. She's
But
like,
high priced. Yeah.
free.
Yo,
Up the back.
It's a beautiful thing.
I can't even go to polo match no more. I got chasing that motherfucker to Central Park.
Stories.
Nah, but listen, once you got in the park, you were good though.
Right.
Oh yeah. They didn't fuck with it.
For you to get caught,
They go up the block and they're like this.
For you to get caught in the park, you had to want to get caught.
No, for real.
Because you go through little trails, little wilderness. Next thing you know, it's done deal.
That's it.
They only go but so far.
That's true. That's true.
Looking back, like, nah, I'm going back.
Yeah, like, I'm chasing this dude for a fucking, what was it? The shit that I stole was the pool table shirt. I remember that shit.
Yo,
That's
I
what they
seen,
chased me.
the funniest shit I seen was somebody take something out of it, and I think it was an Uptown cat. He took something out of there. He went and ran to the park.
Yeah.
Dudes ran after him.
Yeah.
You know when the dudes got to the park, it's like 30 dudes